This project is going to be the best project.
We think that we can use these things not only in camping, but also in other areas.
Like, let's just go camping, and I love this project.
Camps. Stove camps.
I'm hoping to learn some pretty sweet survival skills.
We don't know what to do, kinda.
For my project, we're going to make a solar oven.
I'm working on my can stove.
I'm working on a Snuggie and a soda can stove.
I'm working on the 3 stoves.
And I'm working on the base that will hold 3 stoves.
We've learned how to go camps. Stove camps.
So let me show you a trick. And then it goes up through here and it's going to click into place. Listen. Because there's some little teeth in there that'll hold it. You knew all that, right?
For my project, we're going to make a solar oven. We're going to make out of boxes and tape together so we can make pizza at the camping.
I enjoy making the stove and able to learn how to, survive when I go camping.
You fill the inside with oil, gas, propane, and then you light it. And you see there are these holes. Those are the pilot lights, and that's where the flame comes out of if you do this project right.
So the concept of the stove is you put your alcohol inside, right? And then once the alcohol is inside, it pools in this bottom part of your can, right? And once it's pooling in the bottom of your can, then you light it, and once it's lit, the metal will start to heat up. So now when the metal starts to heat up, the alcohol will start to vaporize, right? And vaporize goes inside these little tabs right here, and then it'll come out these side holes right here. So these holes all along here are connected inside a middle wall, and once the vapor comes out, the flames that are coming out the top will immediately ignite it, and then you've got your jets that are pushing out. The smaller your tabs, the more pressure that it builds up, and so the alcohol vapor will shoot out with a lot more force, and so your flame jets will be coming out a lot higher, and they'll have a lot more force.
This is what we've been doing. So we drew it with a dry erase marker on the metal. So we first drew it with a dry erase marker, but then we drew it with a Sharpie. So now we went over it in Sharpie, and now we can go like this.
And the tabs will keep the stove in place.
These are the 2 cans that we made, and this one works. You can see because the flame came out of here. And it's because there's no spaces, but this one didn't because spaces like right there. Just because the fire was able to escape out into the middle and not out here.
Now this chicken wire frame was built so that when you have your can stove resting on the bottom, the pot or pan that you have on top does not touch right on top of your stove. Because when you have like that, no oxygen can get into your holes, and so there's no pressure being pushed out, and so your jets don't ignite. Then there's no jets at all. But now when you've got a frame like this, and you've got your can stove underneath, your pot will rest all just right there, not blocking it, but just close enough that it still gets heated up, and the air can still be pulled through the holes in the chicken wire, obviously. And so then you keep your oxygen flow going, and you keep your jets ignited.
Well, this black paper absorbs the heat from the sun, and then these then reflect the sun, and then there's going to be aluminum foil here. So then this will reflect into here, and it'll make a hot environment. And then we're putting sand on the bottom because it's a good insulator. And then we'll put more newspaper on the sides. And then we're putting plexiglass over this so it can trap the heat in there.
What we did was we took PVC pole and we made a frame. It's like 2 upside down T's and then a crossbar between the T's. And after that we took a tarp and cut it out, so when we folded it over, it had tent flaps and everything, and we drilled holes in the PVC pipe, put down some Velcro, cut out some lengths of rope, and tie it all together, and we get an awesome tent out of like blue tarp-looking material.
So we're making a sleeping bag, and to make a sleeping bag we had to get some fabrics that were the outside layer of the sleeping bag, and then we had to put texture material together, and then we sewed the foaming thing on it too, and then just turn it inside out. So the foaming starts
the foamy thing was inside, and the cover was
on the outside.
Yeah. So
Our LED lights with little rubber rings around it so they don't fall out. And what this box is, it's just an Altoid box. And inside we have a circuit board. Yeah, we have a circuit board with all these wires connected to it and connected to the switch. So
journaling and we are warming my body.
Good idea. What's that book in your hand?
it is a book of imagery and writing.
Having fun? How was it this morning? Was it cold? How was sleeping? Did you sleep at all?
I slept.
Good, good. Madison, would you like to explain what happened last night?
It was awful. The wind was like crashing in on us. It was cold and it was. Yeah.
I better not hear anybody say they're too hot. So, how was your night, Razia?
It's too normal.
The one that climbed.
My tent fell.
It's really windy and I didn't sleep that much, so.
So, Brian, how was your night?
That was wonderful. Slept like a baby.
Good.
See that? And you see how the dirt, it's already sticking to. And then we'll rinse it later, but use far less water.
So what are we doing?
Going hiking.
Alex, how was it?
Great!
Sweet. Madison? Was it good?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Tiring, but worth it.
How was it?
Awesome. I'm proud of everyone that made it.
Oh, Hey, what's up?
So what have you guys done so far?
We have written in our journals, we've gone on hikes, and we've taken lots and lots of photos of nature.
Cool.
Oh yes, it's very exciting.
And suddenly we're like down. And it all. You want me, oh. That's about the time she walked away from your favorite song. Running like you in your 23. Still act like you're in freshman year. What the hell is wrong with you? If you say I should act my age.
Something that surprised you or struck you about being up here over the last 2 days? One thing I think about is how you feel cold, but the sun's still beating down on you and it's still getting in.
The more like we all hang out together, the more closer we get as like a family.
I was telling Aaron, I'm like really impressed with like the cohesion that this group has, like as 9th graders. Because in my 9th grade class, like there's no way that all the kids will get along as great as you guys get. Like you're so accepting of like the differences.
Well, I like how we got to get out here because like in school you can't really tell how people are, like who people are. Like,
stars are like just so cool. Like I've never really looked at the stars.
I thought it was really cool that when I went street tag, Jai and Jacob and I and Corey, we all went up to the other peak. Also, Corey really taught us about how like the rock when it falls, like how it forms all these different piles, and why they're shaped the way they're shaped.
I really liked how like family-like it was. So we just kind of went up there and worked together to like make it to the top.
No one gets left behind.
I knew it was gonna be cold, but I didn't realize how cold it could be in the desert.
It's interesting because the very first time I went camping was here. And I came here with a bunch of buddies when I was like 19. and climbed for the first time, and I've been hooked on that one ever since. So it was really special to come back here with you guys now, and hopefully you guys see the magic in this and will.
Cool to work in a school. I think I've said this to a few of you. Like, this would never happen in a traditional school. You know, it's like you guys see me in class every day, and I mean, you know me as your teacher, but it's just really fun to get out here and just be like a person completely, and just like get to know all of you because you guys are all such cool kids. I mean, I tell everybody this outside of school. Like, I have like such like a great group of students this year.
I think that it was been a really fun experience, and I don't think in a million years I'd actually enjoy camping. Yes, I said it. I enjoyed it. There you go, Brian. I'm gonna miss it. Okay.
You have, even though it's a desert, you have to come prepare. It's freaking cold last night.
These kinds of trips are the ones that bond us the most together.
Our grill worked, and that we actually were able to cook 40 hot dogs.
I think it would be really cool if we like actually, when we go back home or in school, like if we actually remember what we learned and what we like experienced here and what we like, you know, how like everything you guys just share, like if we actually remember and like think about it.
I'm coming to tell you about chicken. Okay, put it through there. No, put it through the hole, stupid. No, the hole.
You see chickens?
Do we? Hey, I want to see the screen.
Where's the chickens?
Where are they?
It's gonna be like right there.
That was too close. That was too close, Morgan. Way too dangerous.
That was